Alright, I want to update my story as a victim of gang stalking. A lot of people misunderstand what I say, and I want to be really clear when I say that God helped me. A lot of people with good hearts, but really it's not about self-worship or the enlightenment thing. Is a false doctrine of the devil. It's false gospel of the devil. That's the very first lie in the garden. Was the devil told Eve, you can be a god, you won't die. So we did become like gods, but we die. He lied. I'm going to tell you my story. I live in North Park, San Diego. I'm going to tell you my story without ever even saying I was gang stalked. I'm just going to tell you what happened, and you can determine for yourself if there's something suspicious going on here. Okay? So I had a friend die in 2016, summer. Lisa, she was a organ donor. Her brothers came to me and said, look at these strange friends on Facebook. They're not real friends, they're Facebook friends, nurses. And they were saying stuff like, Lisa, enjoy your vacation. She had no vacation planned. She died, and they said, 1, 2, 3, blast off. Things like that. She died of a heart attack. People know that the CIA has patented heart attack weapons. Doctors that would never sign the organ donating card. You ask them why, they say no comment. I had a girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, we met as friends. I videotaped us. I noticed months later there was some anomaly on her face. I uploaded it to YouTube, got 10,000 views in a week. I went to, I was at a red light. His truck pulls up, a guy runs over to my car door, and tries to open it like that. I'm like, whoa, me and my friend like, whoa. I called 911 3 times in a row. They hung up on me. They didn't say hello or anything, just hung up. Answered, sat there, listened to me, plead for help, then hung up. Then I went to the emergency room, Mercy Hospital in Hillcrest, San Diego, with an asthma attack. The gal Crystal, the clerk, wouldn't let me go through. For 3 hours, I had to sit in the emergency room on the floor. I tried to call an ambulance from the floor, but I couldn't get a signal. Then, in January, I noticed some strange white material in my apartment. It looked like rice. I was getting bit by bed bugs, I thought. My friend said, put some shipping tape around the bed. I did, and all this weird rice materials caught in the shipping tape. I turned the fans off, closed the door, put more shipping tape around, came back. This rice stuff was all throughout the shipping tape. Obviously moving by itself because it was all in the shipping tape. There was no breeze. I get my video camera. I point to the condos next door to me. I said, I think this problem is coming from right there. While I'm filming the condos, 6 huge guys in suits come running out to the platforms, sweating bricks. They're pointing over at my window at me. I have my camera on, they're pointing at me, and they're like freaking out. So I start freaking out. Next thing I know, I upload the video, it freezes. Then my entire channel freezes. Never froze before. I go downstairs and tell my brother. He says, yep, it's frozen. I'm in my window looking, I'm back up here, and I see a car pull up. This guy in a suit is poured in sweat. A voice tells me in my head that he might, have a gun, that he's probably coming to shoot me. My brother goes into the driveway, washes the trash can for 20 minutes, doesn't even know about this. The guy ends up just driving off. He sits in his car for 20 minutes, just drives off. I forgot to mention the voice at the hospital room told me to get out because the IV was making me sick. I went to Mercy Hospital, and the doctor put an IV in me, and I was getting sicker and sicker. My voice or whatever told me to get up and go. I got up and went, and I got better like that. Then, this rice material, the people in the condos, I leave for 2 days to a friend's house. There's 12 cop cars across the street when I come back. The guy across the street who's friends with the people in the condos vanishes. Never see him again. And then her voice says, look up this rice material online. I start to, but it takes me onto another trip. It says, click onto this. So I click on this, I can't say what it is. I click onto this other material stuff, and then I find out that the entire population is basically getting sprayed with some kind of a chemical that is mind control. It has to do with scalar waves, and so I started making videos on this, how to see it, what's going on. The first video I make, within 20 minutes, a black helicopter is flying over my studio apartment aggressively for 20 minutes. Then I go take a friend a week later to his mom's house. We're parking at the security gate, and an inner voice says, out of nowhere, I wasn't even expecting anything, it goes, "Do not park straight, you're about to get blocked in." So I park the car crooked so I can go backwards over the curb if I have to. Suddenly these two old men in a minivan pull up behind me and try to block me in. It's a red zone. There's nowhere to park there. So I can actually go around them by going over the curb if I want to. They just give me this mean look, and then they just take off. From that moment on the way home, I got cars on my bumper. I get a few blocks from home. This guy has a green arrow to make a left turn. He doesn't make a left turn. Instead, he looks at me in the mirror and goes. So then a minivan pulls up. This mafia-looking guy with long hair walks into the traffic, right up to my front bumper, blocks me, but directs all the traffic to go around this guy. He's like, "Don't worry about it. Let him talk. Go around." So then I go home, and about a week later, I show someone else how to see this strange material that everyone is covered in. And the person reveals to me that not only that, but they're in on it, and they're a reptilian person, and they allow me to see them with the same device that I'm seeing this other stuff with. Because the reptilian person knows, in my mind, I believe, that I wasn't going to live past the night. Because I came home after that, and there was two huge military guys at those condos, and they looked at me and they went, and they walked away. And I'm like, okay, that's creepy. That night, I'm about to go to bed. I ain't even thinking about this stuff. And I see a shadow walk down my front porch through the window, the blinds. I could hear someone sneaking around the bushes. I call 911. They come out. The guy goes, "Shh." To his partner, and they take off. I call again. They hang up on me. I call a third time, while the phone's ringing to 911. The voice hacks in and goes, "No one's going to save you tonight," basically. My brother was staying the night. He's like, "What is that?" And I said, "You tell me. I'm the one that's crazy, right?" So now my brother knows there's something strange going on, because someone hacks in to my phone on a 911 call at 4 o'clock in the morning on April 18, 2017. So then, I write at 4 in the morning. Oh, the cops come out. I called it that third time. Cops come out. They circle me. One guy looks like a turtle. One guy looks like a lizard. Just creepy looking. It's at night. They look like demonic. They're arguing with me. I say, "Just shine the flashlight like 12 feet away behind my studio apartment. I mean, how hard is it to shine a flashlight?" They won't do it. They argue with me for 25 minutes. They finally have their guys shine the flashlight, but they won't let me look. Because there was a guy back there, and there was another guy under my other window. They say, "You better not call again. Go upstairs and take your medicine. Call again, we're going to arrest you." And they take off. So at 4 in the morning, I was 3 when they got here at 3:30. By 4:15, me and my brother, we hear a big boom. We hear the gate, and someone hits it, and we hear somebody run out the yard, down the driveway, and into the street. The cops had to see him, because the guy was right there with the cops shining their flashlight, but they wouldn't let me go back there and look. And also, why would someone hack in on a 911 call, knowing they might pick up and hear him? The operator would hear him saying, "No one's going to save you tonight." You don't hack into a 911 call unless you're not worried about the cops. True story. This is what happened. I'm not saying I'm gang stalking. I'm just telling you what happened. Then, and the voice of God was helping me the entire time. I don't think there was even someone on my front porch. I believe that was actually God signaling me. There was 2 people downstairs, but the porch thing, I believe that was God showing me that there was someone down in the yard just hitting my attention.